Okay. This is my first time ever doing a YouTube video. It will truly be my last. I've been seeing a lot of videos about black, white, economics, political, immigration, all these things in the situation that black people are going through. My thing is when people say, well, is there a solution? There is a solution. We have many of black people, well-to-do black people in this country financially, from entertainers to athletes, CEOs, attorneys, things like that. And it's mind-boggling that I wonder, is there a written rule somewhere that we don't know about? Because I know it's a system, you know, you got what they call white supremacy. I don't call it white supremacy. I call it white hate. Period. It should be named white hate. But, you know, to a degree that it's like, oh, well, you know, I was thinking to myself, like, dang, they can't be that smart. This white hate can't be that smart to destroy people all over the world. And I just got to thinking, and I'm like, well, we got a black college. They have no problem with that. I mean, they set that up way back. But the thing is that gets me, if we could have, and I don't know what they teach, what they call the curriculum and whatnot. I don't know what they teach in these black colleges. Love that I went, but didn't. But I'm thinking, if you could have a black college, like back in the day we had black schools, because personally I believe that integration was the worstest thing that ever happened to us as far as blacks. I believe that today, in the year 2018, that if we had our own black elementary, even down to preschool, black elementary, black middle school, black high school, black teachers that are willing and loving to teach black children everything. And I'm not saying like how people be like, oh, that's discrimination, that's this, that, whatever. You know what? I ain't thinking about that. Because when they advertise, say, we're looking for good, I don't want to say well-taught like they're not well-taught, good black teachers that are willing to go above and beyond for black students. Advertise it just like that. And if anybody else want to apply, so be it. And they get tested every month in these schools, rather white, Spanish descent, whatever you want to be. If you work in these schools, your classroom got to be up to par. The children are tested every month, every grade level. They are taught not by white hate curriculum, but black curriculum. We set up our own, and we teach them. Because you can teach them all the way from white hate curriculum, from preschool to elementary to middle school to high school, and then they go to a black college. They already damaged. Their mind is to graduate from a black college, have the sorority thing, all that, but their mind is already set to where they're going to simulate with the white world. They already thinking above black. I'm at a black school, but we're the well-to-do blacks. No, it should be taught from pre-K all the way up, black. When we do that, we focus on us. We don't focus on immigration. We don't focus on this. We don't focus on that. We focus on the youth. And we build from the mind, inside out. And we continue and continue. We don't march. We don't protest. We don't do any of that. We just go to school. I remember having friends that I'm Facebook friends with in Nigeria, Ghana, and I talked to them. I was like, you know, even though we were enslaved over here in other parts of Western world, whatever, you were colonized. I can't really say the word, but you know what I mean. By the British, French, etc. How is it that your school grades and your mind is so set on education? All of them say, because I got more than one, love them over in Africa. Even though a lot of them might have issues, we got issues too. They say they teach themselves. They have their own teachers, African teachers. Black, African, Nigerian, Ghana, all that. Teach their own. There ain't no white people in their schools. It's them. And they feed them the hunger for education. And they learn. The problem is they don't know the degree of the white hate. So they simulate to be like the whites. They don't know the degree. I don't know if it's the new generation wants to once they got the white people left, even though they still control the land. Once they left, I guess the younger ones don't really understand to the extent of what they did. But here, we've gone through it, still going through it, so we understand. So once we teach that love to our children, to love themselves, and not look for what the white hate is doing to us, but look to go past it, surpass it. Not to get caught up in the, oh, you're this, you're that, you're beneath, you're trash, you're black, look at your schools, look at this, look at that. It ain't about that. It doesn't matter. Look at it. You can look at it all you want. You can talk all you want with your white hate. But I know myself. I love myself. And I know what you're about. And you want to destroy me. And I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not going to school and learning from my black teachers and people with our mindset, where I'm learning about the history of Haiti and how they conquered white people. I'm learning about everything, not just Haiti, but I'm learning about Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, all the things that we done in this country to have some self-respect, some self-pride, and not be in any illusion of, I think we did, we might have, or we're Egyptian, or we this, or we that. No, let's go with this right here. This is who I am. This is what I can say we did, my ancestors. How during slavery, 10 years after slavery, we had our own towns. They got pictures. I've seen them, videos, not so much videos, but pictures, where there's townships, black townships, with oil, the oil things set up. Oil rigs, I guess you could say. They have oil rigs. They have mills. They have farms. They have all these beautiful things. They had political status. They have all these things. They don't teach that. We need to know that. We need to learn that. How blacks improved on things. How we invented things. All these things need to be taught to us, to our youth. Because we still have a generation now, my generation, that will fight you tooth and nail. Put a nail in your head before you say something bad about white people. They will kill you for them white people. Because their minds, from a very young age, was taught that they are great. The white hate, even though they treat you bad, they're beautiful. The white is beautiful and black is ugly, and that's a lie. We need to learn to love ourselves. And in order to have love for yourself, you got to have self-respect and self-knowledge. We can't be like everybody else. We got to be ourselves first. And that is one thing that we have always been denied. Love for ourselves. We done got to the point that we've been so indoctrinated that the only thing we know is how to love someone else. Because everyone else is beautiful, everyone is smart, everyone is this, everyone is that. But what people fail to realize, and I don't even want to go to that level because, like I said, they'll fight you tooth and nail. We are the only true humans of this land, this planet. Everyone is subhuman. They're mixed with like Neanderthal and all this and all that. Shoot, some go as far as saying mixed with fallen angels. I don't know. All I'm trying to say is Google it. We are the original inhabitants of this land. Flat out. But it ain't about that. Like I said, what I'm trying to say, we are spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically strong. Period. There is nowhere on this earth that we cannot go and succeed. We just let so much get in our head to say what we can't do, instead of taking the time and going basic down to a regular reading book and see what we can do. We need to stop looking at, oh, he's with a white girl, she's with a white man, they're over here acting like this and boule that, boule this. For the ones that want to do that, we can't stop them. We can't. But for the ones who want more for them and their children and the future of black people, it comes down to a book. Even if we got to teach them ourselves in our own home, let them learn the white curriculum. But you teach them self-love at home. You don't teach them what they can't do. You teach them what they can do. Buy them a book where you see a little black child in that book. Even from a baby. Even if you don't know how to read, get the book. Let them look at the pictures in the book. Let them look at the pictures in the books and see that there are black authors. Let them look at anything that is uplifting for black people. If you can wipe out the negative as much as possible and put in the positive by any means necessary, we will see a different generation of black children, black men, black women, the whole thing. Because we can't look for the media. We can't look for the movies. Black Panther and all that. It's a mess. You know, how you going to have all this power and in the end you take all that power from Wakanda and give it to the UN? Like, really? They're constantly telling us that we're stupid. And in a lot of ways, we do some stupid stuff. Because we fall for every bamboozle shenanigans they throw out there. And it's so simple. Read a book. Learn your history. There's so many ways to learn now. We was deprived. I'm 47. I thought Malcolm X was a refrigerator. I asked my mom, she told me he was a troublemaker, and it was left at that. I had to figure this out late in life. It's important. If I'd have known these things when I was younger, I know I would have been a better person now. I believe we all would have. It got to start somewhere, and it got to start with us. We don't need anybody